Welcome, everyone, to the Fittest of the Coast 2021 recap show. I'm Kyle Oland, and as always, I'm joined by David Neese. David, it's a pleasure to be back. It seems like it's been forever since we've been in these two seats, hasn't it?
It has been a while, and yet so many things have happened, and it's good to be back.
It is. A lot has happened since we've been back. Obviously, we're here because Fittest of the Coast just wrapped up. And, David, it was an amazing weekend. Truly, just it was bigger and better than anything any of us could have imagined. And it was possible by the help of a number of key partners. First and foremost, CrossFit Wando. Thank you for opening your doors. Dan and Sylvia Darby, thank you for trusting us to put on an event at your facility. You guys were awesome. Second, thank you to Born Primitive, our title sponsor. Thank you for your support all year long. We so greatly appreciate it. Thank you to all the volunteers. We couldn't have done it without you, and we had some good ones this year, David, as I know you saw. And, of course, thank you to all the athletes, the spectators, and all of our other partners. David, let's just get right into it. We have some big announcements coming later in the show, some big announcements, but we're not going to get into it right yet. I know, we're going to have to wait. But you actually, David, you got to compete at the event as a qualifying athlete. Tell me a little bit about what that experience was like.
Yeah, so obviously last year was on the other side of it and just kind of helped out with the event. And I told you guys that I would try to qualify and that if I did, I would go for it. And so I qualified barely. But, man, what an incredible event. Your entire team, including with the sponsors and partners you just read, just an incredible opportunity. There's so many stories just like mine who this event gives us something to train for. And basically, once qualifying ended last fall, man, I set the April weekend on my calendar and said, man, I want to get in shape. I want to be ready to roll. It required learning new skills. It required trying new things. But, man, the event pushes us to do that. And so while I made some cheesy posts on Instagram, but it was really heartfelt. I literally started crying as I was writing it because for me, it made me do things that I didn't want to do or that I was scared to do. I don't like to lose. And so looking at life on the sense of, man, what can we accomplish when we really set our mind to it? I think that's what Fittest of the Coast is about, man. It's about the whole community along the coast coming together to celebrate fitness, to celebrate community. And what an incredible event, man. The people cheering us on, the volunteers were awesome. The workouts were a great test of fitness. There was so many times I've heard athletes and myself, like I said this too, like there's nothing that can recreate the feeling of getting your name called, going out on the floor, and then going through a ladder, either the clean ladder, the snatch ladder, and hitting a lift and just hearing people cheer for you, man. It was just really incredible experience.
Yeah, it really was. And what I like to call it is the magic of the event, the magic of Fittest of the Coast. It just has that magical feel to it. And you hit it on the head that every person that competed mattered that weekend.
Right.
Whether or not you got your first bar muscle up, which there were some, whether or not you got that handstand walk, seeing people do things that they didn't think they could was absolutely amazing. And it was truly a pleasure to see. What we need to talk about next is we need to congratulate some people.
Yeah.
Let's go through the podium winners, David. I want you to lead with the men. I'll follow with the women, and then we're going to get into some of the top performances from the weekend that we saw.
All right, so starting off, men 18 to 34. In third place, we had Owen Bernstein. In second place, last year's Fittest of the Coast champion, this year took second, Anthony Vasquez. And taking first place this year in the 18 to 34 division, Tyler Watkins.
Yep, and on the women's side, we had Jenna Torres in first, followed by Courtney Sneed, who made her way into the podium after just missing it last year. And then new to the podium this year is Kelly Sakoviski. What about the men's 35 to 44 division?
Man, these are the guys that I went against and felt like they were in a different division than me altogether. But just incredible performance. Taking home first was Zachary Gibbon. Second, Brad Townsend. And third, Ryan Goffigan.
Yeah, and then on the women's side, we had newcomer Kristen Graham take first place, followed by Sheila Putman, and then last year's first place winner, rounding out the top three, Megan Johnson.
In the men 45 through 54 division, we had a familiar name at the top, John Kim, once again taking the lead there. Zachary Curry taking second, and Damian Millett taking third.
Yeah, and then on the women's side, we had another newcomer, Tamara Hoy in first, Shannon McDaniel, who took second. She didn't compete last year. She was helping out with the event. And then Catherine Parker of CrossFit Wando rounded out the top three. It was a great weekend by Catherine.
Nice. In the men 55 plus Supermaster division, Andy Light taking home first, Pete Cawley second, and Jim Raymond was third.
Yeah, great group of men right there. On the women's side, a repeat winner, Carol Rotundi, winning the women's 55 plus division, followed by Catherine Gill, and then in third place, Patrice McCloskey.
How about the teenagers? Man, just some incredible performances. In third place, Jefferson Sanchez. In second place, Jesse Hall. And in first place, hailing from CrossFit Myrtle Beach, Jack Schuschler.
Yeah, and then on the women's side, or the girls' side of the teenage division, that was a fun race to watch all weekend long. You had in first place Audrey Curry, followed closely by Leah Murphy, and then Kendall Suggs rounding out the top three. Excellent job by those young ladies.
Man, and then how about the people who signed up in the open division? We had intermediate open. Taken first was Matthew Steele, some incredible performances. Second place was Ryan Jackson. And third place, my training partner, the Serbian sensation, Milos.
Yeah, and you know what? That was actually a very tough division. That was the biggest division. So on paper, great job, gentlemen, for taking the top three, because there was 40 competitors in that division. On the women's side, we had Margaret Ann Hubble in first place, followed by Melissa Huff, and then Morgan Raphael rounding out the top three.
And then for the scaled open, we had two podium placements from CrossFit Crescent Coast. Jonathan Leggett taking first, Dan Fidel taking second, and Matthew Arnold taking third.
And then for the scaled women, first place, Holly Herzig, second, Madeline Lumley, and third, Jessica Hassel. Everybody, congratulations. Even if you didn't make it on the podium, great job. We know there was a lot of people that actually exceeded their qualifying position, and I want to kind of go over three of them on the men's side. There were some performances that, while they didn't end up on the podium, they were extraordinary in my eyes as I watched and saw the leaderboard come to light at the end of the weekend. The first one was in the 18 to 34 men's division. Josh Lindsay of CrossFit Asparagus. Josh qualified in the 30th position, and he narrowly missed the finals, finishing in 6th. A massive jump from 30th to 6th. That tells me one thing, that Josh was training hard during that 4-month break between the qualifier and the actual competition. Josh, great job, man. You killed it. And while you might not have received the recognition, there were people that noticed, and I noticed that. In the men's 35 to 44 division, another similar scenario, we had TJ Schmidt. TJ Schmidt actually qualified out of the 38th position, and he finished in T10. That's a jump of 28 spots. A great job by TJ. He obviously, again, was training, and just a great performance by TJ. And then lastly, for me, from some of the performances that stood out, in the men's 45 to 54 division, again, this is another athlete that jumped far exceeding where they qualified, was Donnie McDaniel. He qualified in the 24th position and finished T7. And it was just a great performance from Donnie. And one of the moments that stood out in watching him compete was in Double Trouble. That's what it was. What he did, it was absolutely extraordinary to watch him fly through that workout and get those muscle ups. And he obviously was training. I know I saw him post on social media a lot, working with the Maverick method on some individual programming for the event. But great job by Donnie. That was another athlete who I saw that did very well. David, what about you? Tell me some athletes that stood out to you.
Yeah, I mean, over the course of 2 days, just incredible performances. First of all, let me just mention the teenagers, man. What an inspiration to see these teenagers go after fitness at their age, and just to see them accomplish and do the things they're doing. Also to see these open divisions, just people signing up and saying, I'm willing to do this, whether it was their first competition or many more. Just some incredible performances there, people giving it their all. One of the things I thought was incredible was just how specifically, even as over the course of preparing for the competition, there was a lot of females in the 35 to 44 division that they didn't know if they were going to get a muscle up. And man, there were so many ladies that not only got one muscle up, they completed their muscle ups, they got to the handstand walk. And just to see the excitement level when people got their first muscle up, whether it was first muscle up in competition. I remember Gabby Leggett getting her muscle up and just how excited that was. And some other folks just saying, hey, like, I'm going to do this. And like even my wife, man, she trained hard and she got to the handstand walk because she got through all her muscle ups. Just incredible stuff. Joey Blanding, one of the athletes from here in Myrtle Beach area, CrossFit Up Dog, she qualified 13th, and she actually finished in the top 10 of her division. So just an incredible job there. Also in that division, people who hadn't even done double unders or couldn't even do double unders proficiently, and getting several of those. So man, it was just incredible to see as an athlete on the floor, be around people. One of the athletes I want to give out a shout to is Patrick Brown as well. Man, that guy was next to me in my thing, and he could not. He's from CrossFit James Island, I believe. Just the nicest guy, just a great attitude, what CrossFit is all about. And we just enjoyed some conversation. We enjoyed pushing each other. Patrick, great job this weekend.
Yeah, just incredible performances across the board. And I could go on for hours talking about this. I had the privilege of being able to watch pretty much the whole event, kind of from an outsider's perspective. So it's just great to watch. David, that leads us into Spirit of the Coast. And if you haven't been following us, we announced prior to the event we were going to give away an award called Spirit of the Coast. This wouldn't be an award for somebody that necessarily excelled or won a podium position, but it was for somebody that exemplified what we are all about at Fittest of the Coast, that they have a servant mindset, that they empower people, and that they are a leader within our community. And I'm going to actually let my wife, Morgan, talk a little bit more about that.
Hey everybody, just wanted to hop on and recap our Spirit of the Coast Award. This year we gave it to Nate Scott from CrossFit Fotc. If you weren't able to make our event, I just want to tell you, Nate received over 50 individual nominations. Congratulations, Nate, you totally deserve that award. I also wanted to highlight two other athletes that really stood out to us. First is Beth Herring from CrossFit 843. If you were at our event, Beth was the one sporting the Superwoman outfits, and she had a smile on her face from the beginning of the WOD until the end of it. All of her comments that we received were all about how Beth brings the energy every single day, and that was so evident all weekend when she competed. We also want to take a moment and talk about Jack Schuessler from CrossFit Myrtle Beach. Jack won our teenage division, and he has such a cool story. Jack actually had a tumor removed from his femur in January and didn't think he'd be able to compete with us. But his dad shared with us that right after surgery, he got himself back in the gym because he was determined to show up at this competition and give his best. Jack, we are so proud of you. Beth, way to bring the energy. And Nate, congratulations on being this year's Spirit of the Coast winner.
Man, what an awesome tribute to Nate Scott. Nate, congratulations. We're so thrilled for you. And the reality is this award just speaks volumes about what other people think about you. Man, the nominations that came in were just completely clear that you were the one that we wanted to recognize. And so from the people at Fotc, from the people in the community of CrossFit all on the coast, thank you for what you do to invest in the lives of people in your community and also in the life of your family. Thank you so much for exemplifying what the Spirit of the Coast is all about.
Absolutely. Being a gym owner is not an easy job. And, for everybody out there that's watching that's a gym owner, thank you for what you do. Our community would not be as strong without you. David, we're getting into our big announcements. The first one, it's not that big of an announcement, but it's a fun announcement. The photo gallery from our guys, Alex, Hayes, and Tyler, will be released tomorrow. And there are hundreds, if not thousands, of photos. Those guys have been texting me saying how excited they are. Like, they are some fantastic photos. Everyone will have a chance to go in and take a look at them. There's a photo of everybody in there. Those guys did a great job, so be sure to check that out. The other one is our guy Kyle Massey is putting together a mini documentary about Fittest of the Coast and the weekend. That'll be coming out soon, but check out this teaser on the mini doc.
Man, I cannot wait to see the rest of that and see what Kyle comes up with. But Kyle, right now, I want to know, what are these other announcements that you've been teasing?
Yeah, so we have a lot of changes, good changes, and some updates to the event this year. And I'm not going to go into all of them tonight, but I want to go over a few of them. The first one, and this one's not that big, but the Coastal Qualifier is returning this fall. We can't wait. We're going to put out more information on that later this summer. Stay tuned and stay ready for the Coastal Qualifier this fall. The second big announcement, and this one's really important to me, is that we've said this time and time again on this show and this platform, is that we exist to be a benefit to the community that we're a part of. And we make decisions to make sure that the community we're a part of is benefiting. So what we're going to do this year during the Coastal Qualifier is we've created a program and an opportunity for athletes that when they register, to give back a portion of their registration back to their gym. So whenever an athlete registers, they'll have the opportunity to give some money back to their gym. What we'll then do at Fittest of the Coast is at the end of the qualifier, we'll send a check to that gym with their total amount. And why this is important to me is because this event exists because of gyms and because of gym owners. And gym owners, last year I saw it during the Coastal Qualifier, they put a lot of time and energy into putting on these type of online competitions for their athletes. They put on events on Friday nights, Thursday nights. They stay late on Mondays. They open the gym on the weekends. And they are as much a part of this as we are. So we want to create an opportunity for them. And it, you know, we're realistic here where this money isn't going to, you know, pay the rent for a month. You know, it could, but it probably won't. But this money is going to be used to put on a party for your athletes, buy a new piece of equipment, anything to do a better job as a gym owner to benefit your athletes. So we're going to put out more details on that, but that is really important to us that we continue to support the local gym and be on the lookout for more information on that program this fall. The second big announcement is we are expanding divisions during the 2021-2022 season. And what does that mean?
Yeah, what's that mean, Kyle?
What does that mean? That means our Masters divisions are splitting. So right now, we've done a 10-year age gap in our Masters. We are now going to do a 5-year age gap. So it'll be, for example, 35 to 39, 40 to 44. And we are adding a 60-plus age division. The number of athletes that will qualify for those divisions, that information is coming soon, but I can tell you it's going to be exciting. It's going to create more opportunity for athletes. It's going to create for better opportunities with the workouts, meeting certain skill sets. And what we are going to do as well is we are adding a Masters Intermediate division this year. It'll be for Masters aged athletes. More information on that coming. And then we are tweaking our Intermediate division. It will now be half and half. There will be a chance to qualify for the Intermediate division. So more information coming, but that's all we can release now. We have a couple other big announcements coming here in the coming weeks. Can't announce them yet, but they're going to kind of play into some of the stuff we've already shared with you, and it's going to be an exciting competition season. I can tell you this right now, David, that we are trying. Our goal is to always improve, and next year, I believe we improved from year 1 to year 2, and we're going to improve from year 2 to year 3, and we're going to continue to create a memorable athlete experience for all the athletes. What better way to end a show than to give some stuff away, right? People like free stuff.
I like free stuff.
So Dave's going to give something away, and I'm going to give something away. The first thing we're going to give away is we ran a social media giveaway with our friends from Win Awesome Gear. It was a Hero barbell and a $100 gift card. All right, that social media promotion ran before the event and during the event. The winner of that event is Bradford Burson. Bradford, congratulations. We'll reach out to you via email, text, or social media, however we can get a hold of you. Work to get you that barbell and that $100 gift card to Noble. Congratulations. David, we have one more giveaway.
Yeah, so as you remember, when you checked in on Friday and Saturday, there was the opportunity to take a picture in front of the Born Primitive sign and to tag it on social media. And there is a winner chosen from that based on the incredible generosity of Born Primitive. It's a gift card for $250. The winner of that $250 gift card is Caitlin Guthrie. Caitlin, your gift card will be in the mail soon.
It will be indeed. We'll get that out to you. And with that, it's time to say goodbye, but I'm sure we'll be seeing a bunch of y'all this summer at different events. The Beachtown Pro Down's coming up. David's a big part of that event. I'm excited. I get to compete at that this year. And then we have the Sacred Pine Invitational in July.
Yeah.
So some good competitions coming up. We hope to see you at them. And until then, we'll see you this fall when the Coastal Qualifier returns.